All right, so a couple of people were asking how did I get my quality a certain way in my last post and in the past. So it's making a little guide of how to do it. So after you have all of your clips lined up, you can see right here, I already have my edit basically finished. Yeah, so once you do that, you just Control A, select all of your clips, decompose it. Then you go to composition settings, and I'm pretty sure in the presets you can find it whatever way, but at this point I just type in 2060, then make sure the aspect ratio is locked. So it'll go to UHD 4K. So now it's a 4K recomp. The 1080 original 1080 was gonna look really small, so what I do is I use detail preserving upscale and fit to comp. So now it's fitting the 4K, size. I put detail up to 100%, change the alpha to detail preserving. Not really sure that does much, but yeah, do that. After that, I just Control Alt Y, gives you some adjustment layers. And part of the reason that I found this method out was because of a previous video. You guys probably know the editor. You might, but his name is Axie. So I got a lot of this method is from him. These are his sharpen settings right here. Yeah, you guys can probably go watch his video if you want to see exactly what he did, but the method is pretty much the same, just a little bit added on. So yeah, after you have your sharpening, you can put like a little CC on. I usually put my little extra basic thing sometimes. It just depends on how it looks in the edit. You just have to check around a little bit because sometimes it'll make it look better for me. Sometimes it won't. Um, I guess I'll leave it here. So I'm going to export it. Go to File, Export, add to render queue. Now, if you guys, I know some of you guys use the media encoder. I do not use media encoder. So if you do, figure out how to do that, because it's another part after this that I'm gonna have to do that I use Handbrake for. I only use the AVI file. But anyways, output mode, lossless. I go here and I click that, go to format options, video codec, Lagarith lossless codec. This also I had got from the Axie guy. It's not that hard to find. You can just Google it and it'll show up. If I feel generous enough, I'll like leave the link to it in my description or something. And pretty much just let it render out. And when it's done rendering, I'll hit you guys back up. All right. So once you've rendered your clip out, go ahead and put it into Handbrake. This should load up. All right, now I have a preset that I usually use for myself, but you can basically copy the settings if y'all want to. That's what I have for the summary. The dimensions here. What you want to do is usually on Instagram, they have an issue where you can't like post 4K. I don't know if it's mainly because of the file size or what, but usually what I do here is with my preset, at least I'll keep the aspect ratio the same. So 1080. Filters and sharpen. Sometimes I use lap sharp. I'm not gonna use this time. Main thing you want to do here, make sure the encoder preset is at placebo. Just follow all, basically copy what the fuck is here, and put it around 15. That's usually good. Issue with the constant quality is if it's like all the way at 0, which would be placebo. I mean basically it is lossless. Instagram won't take it for some reason. I have no real idea why. But yeah, you should just go ahead and let that render out. And keep in mind that what I tend to do, it's a bit excessive, but what I tend to do is I'll make a 1080p version, like literally specifically to upload on Instagram, and then I'll also make a regular version. Like I'll just set this back to 2060, so I'll have a 4K version I can post on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have any type of restrictions with the uploading and shit. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this render out for a while. It's gonna take a little bit while because you're focusing on quality here. So, but it usually shouldn't take like too long. And yeah, all right, that's pretty much finished for the 1080p version. I clicked the wrong file. But yeah, and like I was saying, if you want to have it 4K, just type in boom and heat your 4K file as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope this helps you guys out.